How to stay grounded when you're a successful person. Hi, my name is Leah Chantel. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're enjoying my content. And today I'm going to talk about the importance of remaining grounded even after you start achieving success as a coach or a medium or an intuitive. Now, the interesting thing that can happen is that when you first start your intuitive journey or learning about intuitive tools, and I haven't talked about this too much yet, but I'm going to talk about it today. One of the first tools you learn is grounding. So when you ground, it's a way of meditating and connecting to the earth and the earth energy. So you imagine a cord shooting out through your feet and connecting into the center of the planet. And some people do it by having bare feet on the grass and feeling the grass, or being on the beach and feeling the sand beneath your toes. It's a way of connecting to the earth and feeling very present and very connected to the moment. And what can happen actually when you become a successful business owner, a successful intuitive with an online presence, the funny thing that can actually happen is that you actually lose your grounded sense of self. You lose your grounding. And one medium that I followed talked about this as well, where she thought after a while, she got so comfortable reading spirit and talking to spirit, she didn't need to ground anymore. She didn't need to meditate. And then she realized that that was a really big mistake. And even if you're not a medium and you don't talk directly in that way to spirit, like the way a medium does, and you're more of a coach or an intuitive, we do tune into spirit, but maybe in a different way. But we can actually lose our sense of being grounded. The more successful we become, the harder we work, the more we achieve worldly possessions, the more likely we are to become disconnected actually from nature and from the planet. And I'm going to give some tips and tools on how to not allow that to happen in your life and how to stay connected. So, I mean, it's interesting. I talk a lot about setting boundaries with negative people on my channel, and that's really, really critical and important. But part of staying grounded, actually, when you're successful, is you do want to keep your connection with other people. And some of the people you may want to encounter or make friends with may be people who have different opinions and different perspectives from yours. I know, right? I've talked about in previous videos how to set boundaries with people who are different than you, how to make sure they're not disrupting you on your path, and that's very important. But in order to stay grounded, you want to stay connected to what's going on in society. Like, what apps are people using? What changes are happening in society? What are the new card games people are playing? I was out at the mall today and I saw this new charades game that's designed for TikTok, where you're given a meme and you have to act out the charade and post it on TikTok. And it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but it's a little bit more wholesome and fun, where you're recreating memes for TikTok and seeing who has the best meme. And those are the kinds of things that you want to keep your connection to. You want to stay on the pulse of society and connect with other people and be a genuine grounded person. Be in the world, talk to people, connect with nature. And you should never get too wrapped up in your business or into your own sense of self-importance, because that puts you in a place where you're judging other people. Maybe not everybody around you needs to be as ambitious as you are. Of course, when you're a business owner, it's beneficial to find other business owners, or if you're on a unique spiritual path, of course, it's great to have your community of other intuitives or other spiritual people that you want to interact with. But it's also really critical to stay grounded, to just connect with ordinary people who have a very different belief set than you do, and respect where they're at and enjoy where they're at and their different perspectives on life. Doesn't mean you have to allow them to bully you or convince you to abandon your own belief system, but you can sit and be patient and listen, because you might learn something new from their perspective. You never want to be so proud of your worldly success or of your belief system to think it's infallible and that you are already perfect and that you've got this. And of course, we do want to believe in ourselves, like we got this, but we don't want to see ourselves as never needing to evolve ever again, like we're already perfect gods that never need any work or never need any improvement or growth. That's when we grow stagnant. Now, I do believe in having self-empowerment and self-belief that we can achieve everything that we can dream. And in that sense, we're almost believing in ourselves like a piece of God, that we're so creative and we're so outstanding that we can achieve all of our dreams. But we just don't want to think that we're ever perfect, or we've got all of it, or we've achieved everything. When your ego gets that big, you actually disconnect from Mother Earth and you disconnect to your grounding. And then you lose perspective and you lose your ability to relate to other people in day-to-day situations. And that ability to relate to others is important. That's how you actually are of service to others. The only reason why intuition is of such interest to people, aside from yourself, is because people are trying to figure out how it works for them. And how it works for them may be completely different from how it works for you. And so that's really important to keep that in mind. When we are out in society, when we're grounded, when we feel very connected to the planet and to other people and where they're at, and we don't feel too proud or too judgmental of others because of our accomplishments and achievements, then we have that ability to empathize and connect with other people, and yet we still have those strong boundaries so they're not going to bulldoze us or cause us to abandon ourselves. There has to be a healthy balance. And having good boundaries means that you do have some walls up, so you're keeping out some of the negativity, but those walls shouldn't be like concrete, Great Wall of China, 50 feet tall walls that are impenetrable. You need to have reasonable walls that are a little bit porous, enough to let people in and out of your life and to allow yourself to be open-minded to other people's perspectives, without letting them bulldoze you, right? There has to be a healthy give and take where you are getting to know people, you're listening to them, but you're not necessarily buying into everything that they have to sell, if that makes sense. But you're also not jumping in there, going down their throat with your perspective either. Human relationships and empathy should be a balanced give and take. And if you're too high on your high horse, then you can't relate to other people. But if you're grounded and you're present with others, and yet you're still strong and confident in yourself, then you've got that balance where you're grounded and you're connecting with others without overdoing it and giving yourself away. I hope that made sense. And if you have any comments that you'd like to leave on how you stay grounded in spite of your success, or how you keep the boundaries with people who are negative, and maybe you do keep a relationship with them, but you have strategies so you don't get bulldozed by their negativity, I'd love to hear that in the comments. And if you like this video, definitely press like and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I'd be happy to share more tips and advice with you. I hope you're all having a great day, and take care.